Hello and welcome along and welcome back to OakHill. So today we've got to clean up what we had what happened at the end of the last video. We have this hay sitting here on field 117. We need to get this cleared up, and thankfully what we can do is we can take this up to the BGA. We can put this straight into the digester, and it won't make as much money as if it had been silage, but we will at least make some money out of this, so not all is lost. What we do need to do though after that is we still have field 71 that needs doing, so we're going to be finishing off all of this work today. We're going to be trying a different approach to getting field 71 cut and rowed and collected. We're going to try and do the cutting and the rowing all at once, and then whipping around with the trailer quickly after that, because the issue we've got today is that we have full sunshine, and as a result that means the hay is, or the grass is going to dry to hay fairly quickly. So getting those two round and getting that collected up as quickly as possible is going to be massively important. Otherwise, we are just going to end up where we are at the moment. And it's a really odd position to be in. I fully expected... Oh, this is slow. I fully expected that we would be doing... it would be easy to get grass collected up quickly. Yeah, for once we don't want to make hay, and we are, instead of when we normally do and we can't. So we are gonna keep trying out on this, and so let's get this collected up and up to our BGA. It's actually not a small amount of hay that ended up being created from our grass. We've got over 10,000, nearly 11,000 litres in here. And considering I put a very little bit into test already, that means that, yeah, we had over 11,000 litres of hay off that, which is not good. We had, we ended up with 225,000 litres. Yeah, 224,000. So we should have had 235,000 litres of grass for silage off here, off that field, of those two fields, sorry, and we didn't. I don't know how much we're going to get off this last field. It's not going to be quite as good as the previous one, and I'm creating an arc of hay here for us to pick up. Yeah, that's not a small amount. Thankfully, we got a rather large bucket up here, and this is why we are using this tractor, the 6614, because that has the front loader console on it, and therefore we can attach the front loader to it. So this should be, I think this is 2,500 at least litre bucket. Let's find out. 2,700 litre bucket. So this shouldn't take more than 4 goes to collect all of this hay up and get it in. And yeah, just run this along here. And yeah, this is a nice big bucket. This is why we got this. As it stands at the moment, though, this will take about 100 trips just to unload what we have in the silo at the moment. So we are going to have a look at this, and I wonder if we're going to want to get a wheel loader with a bigger bucket on it. I'm not sure there are many bigger buckets than this. There is a 7,000 litre bucket that we use on Bessie Beneath that might do the job. The other way to do it would be to set up a set of conveyor belts that just load it in as quickly as it will go in. Yeah, I'm not sure which is the best way to go. Ooh, nearly tipped over. But let's get this loaded in, and then we can head back down to the farm and get ourselves set up to go mowing again. There's actually a way that hay, or that grass turning to hay, has been fortunate for us, and that is in that it will give us at least a little bit of income today. You can see that we're down to £3,470. The thing is, it's not going to give us a huge amount. It's not going to give us the 10,000 that we need to cover today's costs, but it will give us at least a little bit, which is good. If it does give us, it'll be interesting to see how much it gives. But if it does give us a big amount of money, then that actually is an argument for not putting it into silage. We absolutely want to make sure that we're being as cost effective as we can be. Let's drop that off there, and then this is going to go on our windrower. And yeah, if it makes, I don't think that silage made us very much. It was something like £300 or less per 1,000 litres, so it was not a huge amount at all. And yeah, we ended up being in a position where all that work only produced £34,000 for that. So I do need to go and it's worth it, because as we've seen, we get a lot off if we actually fertilize and lime everything properly. But it is a lot of work to get that. We might even make, so if we made off 147,000, we'd need 450,000 to make 100,000. So we're not going to make that much. There's no way there's that much on this field for us to make. But we could make somewhere in the region of well, we're not far off hitting 300, so we could make 50,000, maybe even 60,000 off this lot. There we go. We want that on follow me, and we want to head out to the field. So the plan here is that we're going to row and mow at the same time, and then as quickly as we can head back out to this field and get it collected up, so that we can then very easily make our money. The trouble we've got is that we're running this on 10 times, and therefore stuff does dry out quicker, and that may be something that I shouldn't be doing. But I wanted to I want to go through the day. Let's get this cutting, and you can see this is drier grass, right? And Control F. We know we want a 1 meter offset, so there, and do that, and down, and then we're going to put a 1 meter offset on it. So whoops, Control F, and then 1 meter offset to the left, and hopefully that's going to give us where we want to be. Let's see, is that going down the middle? That actually is pretty much spot on where we want it. Perfect. So round the field we go, and we'll get this all rowed up. So we've done one round of the field, and it looks like this is actually being really, really successful. We are, let's do that. Yeah, it's a good drying day, so I have decided that I'm actually going to slow the time down to 5 times. Make sure that we get enough time to actually get this job done. We will miss, there are some bits, like we're going to miss a couple of bits in the corner and things because we're doing the follow me, and I think we're going to have to just keep doing circles around the field and not do any up down, just basically continually go around the field because there's not much other choice when we're doing this. We'll disrupt all of our roads if we do. But at the moment, this is being fairly successful. I'm pretty happy with this, and we'll see how we go. We are getting about 100% yield off this field. So yeah, the treatment on this field has massively helped here as well. So we've had a little bit of a mess up at a couple of the ends of the headlands, but we are just about done on this field. So I'm just going to bring this out here, see if we can't include as much of that in this windrow as possible, and bring it up to the end. You see where we've had to turn around at the ends, and it's just made it a little bit messier. But if I bring this down here, and then we'll turn off that and fold it up, and turn off that and fold it up, lift, and then, oh no, fold, and fold, all perfect. And then we can just bring this forward a little bit more, clean up that end bit like so. Right, there we go. And then we'll do the same with this. So we will take it off follow me. We'll stop it, fold it up, put it back on to follow me. Then both these tractors can head back to the shed. And we're going to jump in the forage wagon with this 7615 now. Collect this field. Start collecting this up and getting this up to the BGA so that we can see A, how much we've got, and B, finish off the pile. Ready, hopefully today, for us to get it compacted and covered, because then, by mid-autumn, we're going to be able to make a fair amount of cash. Now, I reckon we could have as many as 3 or at most 4 loads off this field. There is quite a bit of grass here. It is, as I said, we have had a 100% yield on here, and as a result, that is going to be pretty good. The trouble with this field is that it is a massive uphill struggle most of the time, especially getting to this top end. We're not doing it at the full slope, but we are doing it probably a good 80% of the slope that is this field. And this is why this field actually would be a pretty awful arable field. There's no way to really harvest it effectively most of the time. So yeah, I'm quite glad that we've left this as grass. It will do us fairly well, as we can see here. We're getting 100% with the sandy loam. So yeah, we're going to collect all this up, and then we're going to see exactly how much we make for, how much we collect off it, and then hopefully we're going to have a nice full silage pit ready for us to be making some money off in the next couple of days. We've ended up with 2 and a bit loads off that field in the end, and yeah, that means we've got another 90,000 litres of grass for the pit. Now, unfortunately, what I haven't done is bought the 6614 up here with the front loader on it, so we're going to have trouble getting this to be flattened out with what we've got here. So I'm going to have to run back down to the farm, grab that, and run back up here with that. But it's not emptying out at the moment. There we go. Just up the side and done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back to the main farm. And we'll come back down here again with the other tractor. And back again in the 6614. So we want to hook up our front bucket to it so that we can start to level this out a bit. And we want to add a little bit of weight onto the back as well. So we'll just reverse on to this to our big Hilaris. And this is a pretty good setup for where we are at the moment. I think as time goes on, we're probably gonna want to get ourselves a wheel loader for up here. That will more easily sort this out and give us a better setup, I think. At the moment, how much do we have in here? We're probably going to increase this slightly. We're 18% compacted. 305,000 litres. So we have double what we had in here last time, and that's without the 10,000 litres of hay that we ended up having to put into the BGA. So there's quite a difference from having it properly fertilized and limed our field. We can get 300,000 litres off here every time that we do this. That is over 1 million, well, that's nearly 1 million litres of grass every time or every year, which is a huge amount of silage. I mean, just a ridiculous amount of silage doing that. And we've got quite a good spread in here already. I'm just trying to sort of bring this large hump down, hopefully bring it so that we can get the whole thing redone and get this tractor up on the top, and then that allows us to sort of just move stuff about, and get things going right. Yeah, see, flatten the top, make it easier for us to get all this out. So I'm going to flatten this out, get this up to 100%, and then we should be in a position where we can get this covered today, and that means that our second load of grass silage is all done. All we'll need to do is get some fertilizer back on our grass fields, and yeah, we should have a good way of doing that, I think, in that we now, having done our first set on here of silage and having sold all of that, we should have some digestate waiting for us up at this BGA as well. We're at 98% compacted now, 99%, so just a little bit more to put on the top here, and hopefully that will sort us up to 99. One more scoop will take us up to should take us up to 100. Yeah, there we go. But we need to get this on top and just pull across. Shouldn't be too hard to get this up to that to 100% from here. There we go, 100% all done, and we are all in there. Perfect. So how much we end up with, because we do lose a little bit during this process. 298,507 litres in here. Let's get this covered. There we go, and that is now fermenting. That will take 3 full days, I think. So we're looking at well, midway through early autumn, we should be able to get that done and sold, which is brilliant. Now, how much digestate do we have here? Let's have a quick look at that. Now, that should be listed under here, under our sales page. Slurry, manure, compost. Looking over this, digestate does not seem to be listed, unfortunately. I can't see it in here anyway, so anywhere. I'm wondering if that's a side effect of this being a placeable BGA that's coming here, because yeah, there is no listing. We've got manure and slurry and compost. We have got no digestate, and I'm really hoping that we actually do have. Well, this is that digestate point, so we'll see how much we get off that. We do have the hose mod on here as well, so we will be using that. But yeah, so we need to do that next time. This time though, we're finished for this. We've got our silage done. We are leaving that to ferment now. We just need to go and put some fertilizer back on the fields, which we will do next time. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.